Final plan in the draft constitution for having elected governors was dropped because क्योंकि it would have meant another election. बिल्कुल सही. The election have been fought on major political issues. नहीं. The elected governor might have considered himself superior as chief minister to the chief minister. बिल्कुल सही. The governor had to function under the parliamentary system. ये सही. तो डिबेट ऑन द अपॉइंटमेंट वर्सेस इलेक्शन ऑफ गवर्नर्स ड्यूरिंग कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली वाज सिग्निफिकेंट. तो इसमें क्या हुआ? इट वुड हैव मीन्ड अनदर इलेक्शन. सही है. होल्डिंग इलेक्शन फॉर गवर्नर्स वुड हैव इंक्रीज एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव बर्डन एंड एक्सपेंसेस. इंडिया बीइंग ए वास्ट कंट्री ऑलरेडी हैड मल्टीपल इलेक्शंस इंक्लूडिंग लोकसभा एंड विधानसभा इलेक्शंस. एन एडिशनल गवर्नर इलेक्शन वुड हैव स्ट्रेन्ड रिसोर्सेज. The election would have been fought on major political issues. नहीं. Though partially correct, the main issue was not the election itself, but the political conflict it might generate between governor and the chief ministers. The elected governor might have considered himself superior to the chief minister. सही है. Elected governor might feel more powerful than the CM, leading to conflict and administrative inefficiency. The governor's role is primarily ceremonial and needs to function within the parliamentary system, not as an independent political entity. The governor had to function under parliamentary system. The governor's role is primarily to aid and advise the council of ministers. An elected governor might assert independent authority, which contradicts the parliamentary framework of governance. The idea of elected governor was ultimately discarded because it would politicize the office, hinder center-state relations, challenge the federal structure. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar and Jawaharlal Nehru advocated for a nominated governor to avoid power clashes. Sarkaria Commission 1988 also emphasized that governor should be neutral figure. अंबेडकर जी और नेहरू जी ने मतलब एडवोकेट किया था कि नॉमिनेटेड गवर्नर ही रहे ताकि क्लैश ना हो. सरकारी कमीशन ने भी एम्फेसाइज किया कि गवर्नर शुड बी ए न्यूट्रल फिगर. हु इज कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल हेड ऑफ द स्टेट गवर्नमेंट? कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल हेड तो वो अपने गवर्नर रहते हैं आर्टिकल 154 के तहत. चीफ मिनिस्टर इज एग्जीक्यूटिव हेड. The CM functions with the Council of Ministers and exercise executive power. Governor, as per the Constitution of India, Article 154, Governor is the constitutional head of the state. Governor क्या है? Constitutional head है state के. Act as a nominal head, while real powers are vested to Council of Ministers. Real power Council of Ministers को है. Speakers presides over the state legislative assembly, but does not function as the head of स्टेट गवर्नमेंट. ये प्रिसाइड करते हैं, अध्यक्षता करते हैं. प्रिसाइड्स मतलब एक अथॉरिटी होती है उनकी, लेकिन हेड ऑफ द स्टेट गवर्नमेंट एक्चुअली में कौन होता है? स्पीकर होता है. High Court judge. A High Court judge is a part of judiciary and has no executive or constitutional head role within the state government. Governor's powers are primarily exercised on the advice of Council of Ministers. The parliamentary system ensures the governor act as a titular head, maintaining a constitutional balance. एक बैलेंस बना के चला जाए. State governor is appointed by President of India. Central cabinet does not have the power to appoint governor. President of India on the advice of Union Council of Ministers, but the appointment power solely lies with the President. Chief Justice का भी कोई रोल नहीं होता है. Speaker of Lok Sabha has no authority in governor appointments, responsible primarily for functioning of Lok Sabha. President of India, Article 155. The governor of state is appointed by the President of India. गवर्नर ऑफ स्टेट अपॉइंट किए जाते हैं प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ इंडिया द्वारा. The governor of a state is appointed by president. President of India appoint governor as per Article 155. Appoint किया जाता है to the constitution. The appointment is usually made on the recommendation of central government. The appointment of a governor in a state is made as per the provision of constitution under Article 155. Article 155 के तहत ये होता है. 153 states that there shall be a governor for each state. 153 क्या कहता है कि एक गवर्नर होने चाहिए हर स्टेट्स के लिए. There shall be a governor for each state. One 54 vests the executive power of the state in the governor. 155 specifies the governor shall be appointed by the president. 156 deals with the tenure of office of the governor. 156. The governor's appointment and removal have been contentious due to political influences. The Sarkaria Commission recommended that the governor should be a non-partisan person and non-directly associated with political parties. Sarkaria Commission recommended that governor should not be a non-partisan person and not directly associated with political parties. The Panchi Commission also emphasized the need for a fixed tenure and non-arbitrary removal. पंछी कमीशन ने बोला कि इनका फिक्स टेन्योर होना चाहिए और कभी भी इनको रिमूव कर दिया जाता है ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. ठीक. सरकारिया कमीशन 1988 में और ये पंछी कमीशन 2010 में. द कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली इनिशिएटेड डिबेटेड द इलेक्शन वर्सेस नॉमिनेशन ऑफ द गवर्नर. राजेंद्र प्रसाद एंड के मुंशी फेवर्ड नॉमिनेशन टू प्रिवेंट पॉलिटिकल क्लैशेस बिटवीन गवर्नर एंड द सीएम. राजेंद्र प्रसाद और के मुंशी जी ने फेवर किया. The consensus leaned towards nominated governor to maintain the unitary spirit of Indian polity. ठीक है. हो. ठीक है. आर्टिकल 154 कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल हेड बनाता है. आर्टिकल 155 बताता है कि अपॉइंट होने चाहिए, मतलब प्रेसिडेंट अपॉइंट करेगा. कंसिडर द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट इन रिलेशन टू गवर्नमेंट ऑफ ए स्टेट इन इंडिया. ही मस्ट बी ए सिटीजन ऑफ इंडिया बाय बर्थ. ना. मस्ट हैव कंप्लीटेड एज ऑफ 35. सही है. ही मस्ट बी एलिजिबल टू ए मेंबर ऑफ लोकसभा. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. ही मे बी अपॉइंटेड एज गवर्नर फॉर 2 or more स्टेट्स. ये सही है. ठीक. ही मस्ट बी ए सिटीजन ऑफ इंडिया बाय बर्थ. नहीं. आर्टिकल 157 ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन स्टेट द गवर्नमेंट मस्ट बी ए सिटीजन ऑफ इंडिया बट बर्थ इज नॉट मैंडेटरी. द इंडिविजुअल कैन बी ए इंडियन सिटीजन बाय नेचुरलाइजेशन एज वेल. मस्ट हैव कंप्लीटेड एज ऑफ 35. बिल्कुल सही. एज पर आर्टिकल 157 मिनिमम एज ऑफ द अपॉइंटमेंट एज ए गवर्नमेंट इन 35 years. He must be eligible to a member of Lok Sabha. नहीं. As per Article 158, governor should not be a member of either House of Parliament or any state legislature. There is no requirement to be eligibility to be a Lok Sabha member. जब चाहिए ही नहीं कोई मेंबर तो काहे की एलिजिबिलिटी भाई. He may be appointed as governor for 2 or more states. सही है. The 7th Constitution Amendment Act 1956 follows the same person to be appointed as the governor of 2 or more states. ये 7th Amendment Act 1956 में हुआ. The appointment of a single governor from multiple states is generally done to minimize administrative cost and maintain efficiency. Panchi Commission 2010 suggested that the government should not be burdened with more than one state to ensure effective governance. Panchi Commission ने कहा था 2010 में. Which one of the following article in the Indian Constitution prescribe the qualification for appointing a person as a government of a state in India? आर्टिकल 157 बताता है कि क्या क्वालिफिकेशंस होनी चाहिए. 156 क्या कहता है? टेन्योर ऑफ द गवर्नर. गवर्नर होल्ड ऑफिस एट द प्लेजर ऑफ प्रेसिडेंट। 157 क्या कहता है? स्पेसिफाइज द क्वालिफिकेशन फॉर द ऑफिस ऑफ गवर्नर, सिटीजन ऑफ इंडिया एंड 35 ईयर्स ऑफ एज। Article 159 deals with oath and affirmation by the governor before entering office. Article 160 allows the president to make provision for discharge of function of the governor in contingency situations. Consider the following and select correct. Governor shall take oath and affirmation before entering upon his office. बिल्कुल. The format of oath and affirmation is given in the 3rd schedule of the Indian Constitution. नहीं भाई, ये आर्टिकल 159 डील कर रहा है ना. The governor shall make and subscribe the oath or affirmation in the presence of Chief Justice of High Court or in his absence. हाँ ठीक. Or in his absence the senior most judge of the court. The process of oath and affirmation is given in Article 159 of the Indian Constitution. बिल्कुल सही है. As per Article 159, governor takes an oath before assuming office. The 3rd schedule contains the oath of union minister, MPs, judges of Supreme Court, controller, CAG, ठीक, but not for governors. ये और लोगों का देख लेता है लेकिन गवर्नर का नहीं. ठीक. गवर्नर ओथ फॉर्मेट इज प्रिस्क्राइब सेपरेटली अंडर आर्टिकल 159. इसी तरह प्रेसिडेंट का भी सेपरेटली है. ठीक. गवर्नर ओथ इज एडमिनिस्ट्रेटेड बाय चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ हाई कोर्ट और इन हिज एब्सेंस द सीनियर मोस्ट जज. द प्रोसीजर एंड कंटेंट ऑफ एन ओथ आर explicitly mentioned in Article 159. Who among the following administers the oath of office to the governor? Who among the following administers the oath of office to the governor? हाँ, तो हाई कोर्ट के जज जो हैं इनको चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ हाई कोर्ट या सीनियर मोस्ट जज क्या करते हैं? इनको ओथ दिलवाते हैं. एज पर आर्टिकल 159 द ओथ इज एडमिनिस्ट्रेटेड बाय चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ हाई कोर्ट और the concerned state or in his absence the senior most judge of that court. The governor of a state is appointed by the president. सही है. Hold the office during pleasure of the president. सही है. Article 155 is the head of the state's executive power. नहीं, CM होंगे. अच्छा, नॉमिनल हेड तो होंगे ही होंगे. नॉर्मली होल्ड्स द ऑफिस फॉर 5 years. हाँ, नॉर्मली होल्ड करते हैं. ठीक, सारा सही है. एज पर आर्टिकल 155 गवर्नर इज अपॉइंटेड बाय प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ इंडिया. आर्टिकल 156(1) द गवर्नर होल्ड ऑफिस ड्यूरिंग प्लेजर ऑफ प्रेसिडेंट. आर्टिकल 154 एक्सिक्यूटिव पावर ऑफ द स्टेट इज वेस्टेड इन गवर्नर. जो एक्सिक्यूटिव पावर है वो गवर्नर में वेस्ट है. The governor's normal tenure is 5 years as per Article 156(3). गवर्नर का नॉर्मल टेन्योर कितना है? 5 साल है आर्टिकल 156(3) के अनुसार. 156(3). However, he can be removed earlier or continue beyond 5 years until a successor assumes office. The Supreme Court in BP Singhal versus Union of India 2010 ruled that president power to remove a governor can't be exercised arbitrarily. Sarkariya Commission 1988 recommended that a government should be appointed after consultation with Chief Minister of the state to maintain political neutrality. न्यूट्रलिटी मेंटेन रहना चाहिए. चीफ मिनिस्टर से पूछ के बनाइए. क्या मतलब है वैसे ही नियुक्त कर दे रहे हैं? ये बिल्कुल अच्छी बात नहीं है. Which one of the following statement about government of an Indian state is not true? अच्छा, गवर्नर ही इज अपॉइंटेड बाय प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ इंडिया. सही है. ही कैन बी गवर्नर मोर देन वन स्टेट. हाँ, 7th अमेंडमेंट 1957 के तहत 56 के तहत. ही होल्ड्स ऑफिस फॉर ए टर्म ऑफ 5 years. नहीं. ही कैन बी रिमूव्ड अर्लियर इफ द लेजिस्लेचर ऑफ द कंसर्न स्टेट पासेज ए नहीं, ये भी नहीं. ये मतलब नॉर्मल है, टर्म नहीं है 5 years. ये दोनों गलत हो सकता है. He is appointed by President of India. Article 155. Governor is appointed by the President. He can be governor more than one state. 7th Constitutional Amendment 1956. The same person can be appointed as governor of two or more states. He holds office for a term of 5 years. Article 156(3). The governor holds office for a term of 5 years from the date he assumes charge. He can be removed earlier if the legislature of the concerned state passes a resolution for his removal. नहीं. As per Article 156(1), Governor holds office during pleasure of the President. The state legislature has no power to remove the governor. The governor's removal is solely the President's prerogative. Sarkaria Commission 1988 recommended that removal should not be arbitrary and must be based on valid reasons. The Supreme Court in BP Singhal versus Union of India 2010 ruled that governor can't be removed without cause. बिना कारण के गवर्नर को हटाया नहीं जा सकता. Article 156 of the Constitution of India provides that a governor shall hold office for a term of 5 years from the date on which he enters upon his office. Which of the following can be deduced from this? No governor can be removed from office till the completion of his term. नहीं. No governor can continue in office beyond the expiration of a period for 5 years. ये भी नहीं. ये तो प्रेसिडेंट के ऊपर है. Governor holds office during the pleasure of the President. Article 156(1). The President can remove the governor at any time, even before the 5-year term. The governor may continue to hold office even after 5 years until a successor takes charge. Article 156(3). मतलब तब तक वो रह सकते हैं जब तक उनका कोई अगला प्रतिनिधि नहीं आ जाता. Governor's tenure is not strictly limited to 5 years, as he can continue until a successor takes office. The provision ensures continuity in governance and avoids a power vacuum. To whom the governor of a state responsible? President को. The governor is appointed and removed by the President of India, making him responsible only to the President. Governor does not answer the state legislature or the state chief minister. This reflects the unitary nature of the Indian polity, where the center retains significant control over the states. This reflects the unitary nature of the Indian polity, where the center retains significant control over the states. The governor is appointed and removed by the President of India, making him responsible only to President. The governor does not answer the. ये इनका एग्जीक्यूटिव पावर है गवर्नर का. Governor does not answer to the state legislature or chief minister. This reflects the unitary nature of Indian polity, where center retains significant control over the states. Who remains in office as long as President of India wishes? तो अटॉर्नी जनरल नहीं, गवर्नर. अटॉर्नी जनरल जब सरकार बदलती है इधर उधर हो जाते हैं. The governor holds the office during the pleasure of President. Article 156(1). The President can remove the governor at any time without citing reasons. Other officers like election commissioner, judges of Supreme Court and speaker have fixed or independent tenure and can't be removed at a President's discretion. Which one of the following statement is correct? In India, the same person can't be appointed as the governor of two or more states. 7th अमेंडमेंट 1956 के बाद ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. जजेस ऑफ हाई कोर्ट ऑफ स्टेट इन इंडिया आर अपॉइंटेड बाय गवर्नर ऑफ द. नहीं. नो प्रोसीजर हैज़ बीन लेट डाउन द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया फॉर द रिमूवल ऑफ गवर्नर फ्रॉम हिज और हर पोस्ट. बिल्कुल सही है. एक गवर्नर प्रेसिडेंट चाहेंगे तो अपॉइंट कर देंगे 156(1) के तहत, नहीं चाहेंगे तो नहीं करेंगे. In case of union territory having a legislative setup, the chief minister is appointed by the lieutenant governor. नहीं, प्रेसिडेंट करते हैं. The 7th Constitutional Amendment Act 1956 allows the same person to be the governor of multiple states. Judges of High Court are appointed by the Supreme Court of India, not by governor. Constitution does not specify the procedure for the removal of the governor. The governor can be removed by the president without assigning any reason. Without assigning any reason. In a union territory with a legislature, the chief minister is appointed by the president, not the lieutenant governor. ठीक. Who appoints governor of Jammu Kashmir? Jammu Kashmir President of India. Before 2090, Article 370 Jammu Kashmir had special status and head of state was called Sadr Riyasat, elected by state legislature. लेकिन 2019 के बाद आफ्टर रीऑर्गेनाइजेशन एक्ट आर्टिकल 370 was abrogated. The governor is appointed by the president similar to other union territories. Now Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh are union territory administered by lieutenant governor appointed by the president. The Jammu and Kashmir Reorganization Act 2019 led to bifurcation of the state into two union territories.